Hey Marietta, so we back with the coldest water ever, chapter 2. O's and ahs were the only sounds anybody could hear at my three little sisters were completely won over by the drive through the fancy, big money Long Island neighborhoods. As my dad's Lexus zoomed up the windows, tree-lined the driveway, the clean snow dropped onto the car window, added to their amazement. The way I figure it, they were young, so they were quick to betray Brooklyn. The huge doors to our new home looked more expensive than our entire old apartment. The warmth in the house invited us in, yet and still Santana lit the fireplace. More like a museum. There was enough space in this joint to fit 7 or 8 families. It was so wide we could even park our cars indoors if we wanted. The floors were made of white marble, huge 3-foot by 3-foot squares, to hell with tiles. Mama sprawled out on top of the white mink rug that Papa had laid out in front of the fireplace. The way she sunk into that fur, and the way her eyes were twice their normal size, made me know we were here to stay. The icing for Mama was when Santana said, "It's all for you to decorate any way that you like." For an entire month, we went through catalogs and magazines, mail order shit, and received deliveries that Santana arranged. Santana was so live that he had a guy who could make whatever he wanted to happen. Designers, carpenters, locksmiths, tailors, you name it. They came when he called. They gave him respect, tried to keep their eyes from roaming around Santana's home. You could see them shaken by Papa's power. Although I wanted to be in Brooklyn, I could see that this is the way a man like Santana is supposed to live. What we considered to be high quality before, wasn't nothing compared to now. But those slim corridors in the Brooklyn projects, where the smell of fried chicken, called with smell of codfish and akaki, then got drowned out by smell of liquor, still had my name on it. The silence in the Long Island mansion was killing me. You couldn't just open the windows, yell downstairs, and find out what's jumping off later that night. The reality was that for the most part, in this area where we live, nothing jumped off, period. The whole idea of next door neighbors was dead. Forget borrowing a cup of sugar, a few cigarettes or whatever. You'll have to walk what seems like a mile just to get to the next house. Even then you wouldn't be trying to borrow shit from them, because hell, you don't know them from a jack and they don't know you. Your ass is black, they old and white, and the bottom line around these parts is you're just expected to have your own shit and not borrow anything anyway. Now, I don't want to lie to you. There were some blacks in the neighborhood, but they asses were so uptight. I figured if I asked them a question, they'll want me to pay for the answer. When I registered at the new school, I knew that I would be spending even less time there than I had at my other school. There was just nothing live about it. Plus, it's bullshit moving anywhere when you're already a teenager. By this time, everybody is all paired off, grouped up, friendship cemented. You'll look like an ass trying to link up with somebody's clique when you don't even know nobody in the whole circle. So I decided, why fake it when it's not even worth it? Now, every girl needed company. Trying to figure out how to meet a young nigga out here was like a fucking brain teaser. It wasn't like people was walking around outside on the streets like Brooklyn. Here I could put on a Chanel suit, stand on the corner and meet nothing but the wind, and maybe even get a ticket for loitering. I had my driver's license now, but it didn't matter. We had one car, the Lexus, and it was Santana's. He promised Mom she was next in line to get her car. I was sure that after the car came mine, but who knows how long that was going to take. Santana had to hook, I can't even see. Santana had to hook everything up just right so as not to bring too much attention on himself with too many big purchases. After a while, me and my moms were going stir crazy, but we were the only ones disappointed. My little sister's rooms were so big it was like a separate apartment. Even the twins were having a ball because they had plenty of space to tear up in. At the rate they were moving, we joked that our part-time housekeeper, a little Spanish woman named Magdalena, will be quitting any minute now. What's good is all this, baby. If I can't show it off, I need my family to share in what you had given us. Mama words was never ignored by Papa. Once she lured him into the bedroom, she would get what she wanted. Soon, Santana agreed to allow Mommy to throw regular Saturday night parties. Invitations were limited to carefully selected friends and family. Santana spared them no luxury. They are like pigs, drank the liquor from our bar and powdered their nose with the cane available in candy dishes, usually reserved for jelly beans. They party every weekend and stay at our house so late that some of them were at our breakfast tables on Sunday morning. These parties excited my mom and added the necessary spice to our newborn long island life. She got to show off her new house, furniture, and all that good shit. If certain people were skeptical about giving us props before, they had to now because our shit was official. Nobody from our neighborhood could lie and say that they had what we had. From the way their eyes popped open when they first came to the house, we could tell they had never been in nobody's house that compared to ours. These parties did nothing for me though, point blank. I wasn't invited. Even though I was 16, Santana couldn't get it through his head that I was growing up. Inside, I think he figured if he treated me like a little girl, I'd remain one. Somehow he thought he'd treated me better than any man, claiming to love me would. So that should be enough for me, but it wasn't enough. So I learned to work around Santana ways. First, I found the bus stop. That may sound simple, but believe me, it took real detective work. It was about 1.5 miles from our house. I took the bus to the mall. That's when I realized where everybody in Long Island is, at the mall. I cased the place just to see what stores they had up there. They passed my quality test. Coach stores, yes. Versace, yes. And of course, Ralph Lauren and Joan and David shoes. My heart rushed as I shopped. I spotted a few cuties, but not exactly my type of men. They had the blank sort of look in their face. Not aggressive enough the way I like them. Trust me though. They didn't have to look no particular way to eat my pussy. And right about now, that's exactly how I wanted to relieve my tension. So I sipped the chocolate malt, bought myself a designer t-shirt, hooked it up the way I would want it, and smiled quietly to myself. Saturday morning, I prepared to fulfill my babysitting obligations. I dressed the twins in their matching heel finger jumpers and Crip's new kicks. I did their hair up nice in some grown-up style. I had on my tight brown suede pants, my brown suede jacket, brown leather shoes, and my Versace sunglasses. I put on my new custom-made designer t-shirt. I snatched up their little hands and headed to the mall, where I was sure there would be something exciting for each of us to get into. By the end of the day, the twins had managed to rearrange their hairdos and decorate their jumpers with spilled hot cocoa. I could not believe that I didn't meet the man I pictured so carefully in my mind, my tension reliever. Instead, I was approached by one guy who walked up to me with his doofy ass asking me about my t-shirt. I rolled my eyes and made a face at him like he smelled like shit or something. He got the point and strode away. Later on, going home on the bus, I thought maybe the guys around here are not used to bold women like me. Maybe they were into manners, prissy bitches, and shit like that. Maybe my t-shirt, which read, "These are not my fucking kids," was too spicy for their precious eyes and ears. There was no doubt in my mind that I would have to find my way back to Brooklyn on a regular basis to keep my sanity. And I'll be back, y'all.